How's it going, everyone? It is Prashan here, and we have a deck highlight for you featuring King Eitri, or trying to feature King Eitri. If you played Deadpool's Diner and you're able to grind your way through, you're able to get this card. He is a 1-2 activate, and you basically bring a card into your hand that didn't start in your deck in the beginning of the game. So this goes well with Airsham, it goes well with Thanos, and of course it goes well with Thor and Beta Ray Bill. I'm still iffy on this card. It is a 1-2. I feel like Jane Foster does the same thing, but she's just a later in game play, right? And the fact that he's a 1-2, that leaves him for like the Red Guardians. there's plenty of Red Guardians out there that can just foil your plans and just get rid of this guy, right? So we'll go over one of the best decks I saw on Untapped. Shout out to Untapped. And then we'll play some games, and then hopefully we could get some dubs. So let's go into the deck. And as always, make sure you like, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. We are getting closer and closer to 7K. As soon as we hit 7K, I'm giving out a pro bundle to one of my lucky subscribers, and you don't want to miss it. So make sure you hit that notification bell as well. So here is the deck. We have Wasp, Yellow Jacket, King Eitri, Pixie, Mobius, Thor, Phoenix Force, Beta Ray Bill, Misery, Jane Foster, Gore, and Alive. So let's go over these cards one by one and say how they synergize with this deck. So obviously, we do have Wasp. She's just here to mix things up with Pixie. She works well with Pixie, and then hopefully you hit with Elias, Jane, or even your Gore for the free. That way, yeah, you're able to get those sneaky wins off. Same thing goes with Yellow Jacket. He's basically here to be jumbled up with Pixie. He's also on reveal, so he goes well with Gore as well, which is pretty cool too. But basically, he's just here to help Pixie out. And next, we have King Eitri. Yes, the card that we're featuring or try to feature. He's going to try to draw those random Stormbreakers or Mjolnirs from your deck into your hand. You just have to watch out for those Killmongers and those Red Guardians. But technically, Phoenix Force can bring back Eitri, if so be it, right? And then next, we have Pixie. She basically shuffles the base cost of all of your cards in your deck. And basically, you want to try to get lucky and get like some cards for free. That's why Pixie and Yellow Jacket is in your deck. So maybe you could high roll on a Thor or a Beta Ray Bill or a Jane or a Eliath. It's just a clutch card, and she's a 2-1. So you're taking like low risk, high reward with this card. And next, we have Mobius and Mobius. Basically, whenever you hit that Pixie, he saves you from having those bad draws, just in case you have a Wasp that is a 6 cost. That way you're able to play that Wasp on the final turn. Maybe that will get you over the edge. And it counters Destroy decks and Mr. Negative decks as well, because there's tons of those running rampant in this meta. And of course, we have Thor. As soon as you play Thor, you have Mjolnir. And sometimes when you play Pixie after, right? If you play Pixie after you play your Thor, you have a chance of shuffling Mjolnir with another cost. And maybe you play like Jane at the final turn, and then you have Mobius too. So you can do some pretty cool stuff. But typically, of course, you're going to play Thor on 3. And then hopefully you already had King Eitri out, so you get Mjolnir out. Or you play Jane. And then with Mjolnir too, another card I'll talk about later too, Misery can have this proc off again. And next we have Phoenix Force. This is the spice in this deck. So basically, if you've used your Misery, which we'll talk about in a second, and you got rid of a Stormbreaker or Mjolnir, you could use your Phoenix Force and bring them right back. And then worst case scenario too, if you're playing against Destroy and they get rid of your King Eitri on turn 3 with Killmonger, because they just got trigger happy with Killmonger, you could use Phoenix Force again on turn 4, and then on turn 5, you could bring back that Mjolnir that possibly you would have gotten with King Eitri anyways. And then next, we have Misery. Misery is like one of the MVPs of this deck. Misery basically repeats the on reveal abilities of your other cards here and then destroy them. So make sure you have your Thor and your Beta Ray Bill in a safe spot. That way you can use this card responsibly. Of course, you want to try to attack your Mjolnir and Stormbreaker. That way they proc off again to get your Thors and your Beta Ray Bills even bigger. So this is definitely the saving grace to this deck. And then next we have Jane Foster. Of course, if you don't have King Eitri on the board, you can play Jane Foster. Jane Foster is a 5/9. She has pretty good stats, and she has a pretty cool ability as well. And of course, we have Gore. Gore here. Gore the God Butcher. Ongoing +2 for each on reveal card you have in play. And we have tons of on reveal cards, and this works for your opponent's side too. So if they have tons of on reveal cards in play, and Gore is just a failsafe at the end. If you have like Beta Ray going, you have your Thor going, you have your Gore, you can have 3 big bodies on the board. And then lastly, we have Goliath here, just in case they're trying to Shang you or something. Like, you play your Goliath and you win the game, right? Or you stop them from doing something crazy, just in case they have like a Wong on the board. You just want to stop those. You just have to make sure you have priority. And then especially with Pixie 2, you could get Alive to be a 4/10. You could get Alive to be a 3/10. You could get Alive to even be a 0/10. And this just saves you games and wins you games because you could play this above the curve. So that is it for this deck. Let's go ahead and go into some games, and then hopefully we can get some dubs. So let's get into it. So we have Mobius, Gore, Goliath, Viper, and Thor. Start off. Iceman hits. Mobius, of course. We have Destroyed Mansion. Let's go ahead and play Vibranium. And we'll play Yellow Jacket here, and then we'll use Viper next turn. Why not? We'll see what happens, y'all. It's a Cable. Gonna take a card from us. Let's go Pixie now. Why not? Well, no. Let's do this. Let's go Thor.
Face the might of Asgard, Mjolnir!
Gladiator.
Mjolnir, to me!
Should I do Phoenix Force? Let's put Phoenix Force here. Misery. Watch, it's gonna hit. Okay, I thought I was gonna hit Mobius again. This isn't good, but or they take Wasp. Misery. And they take Beta Ray Bill. No, Jane. So with. Okay, all right. Oh man. Nebula. Final turn here. I have priority. Do I want to do this with Goliath? So null. Interesting. Phoenix Force is going to have Thor go off again. Let's go. And then we have Goliath. So Wasp. Vibranium. GG's. Woo. So I guess it didn't matter where we played Goliath. We would have won regardless. So GG's there. So we have Jane, Yellow Jacket, Gore, and Pixie to start off. Let's go ahead and go Pixie. We'll go Yellow Jacket here. Do we? No, we'll save Yellow Jacket. So Ravona. Mount Vesuvius. So no one. Oh, we have a four Goliath here. Let's go Yellow Jacket. They go Green Goblin. Let's go King Eitri in the middle. I'll just play Wasp there. Why not? Yellow Jacket. Sentry. I'm gonna go Goliath. I'm gonna go Yellow Jacket, Goliath. Ooh, there's a Nihilus. So final turn. I think we just go Gore. I think that's how we win it, right? I knew the Nihilus was coming. Definitely knew the Nihilus was coming. I didn't think they were going to play it in the middle, though. Viper? Shank?
Power must be controlled.
Okay, we were still able to squeak out a win.
Victory.
So we have King Eitri, Jane, Beta Ray, and Thor. So we're going to go ahead and play King Eitri into the Gamma Lab. Turn 2, we have Xandar here. Nothing to play. Turn 3, I think we're going to go ahead and play Yellow Jacket, Thor, and then we'll proc King Eitri.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
Juggernaut. Oh, wow. Good play there. Yellow Jacket moves. Turn 4. Let's go Beta Ray Bill. And we can play Jane next turn. Hopefully Beta Ray and Thor aren't in Great Web. So Moon Knight gets rid of Gore? Or Mjolnir? Mjolnir. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. So let's go Jane. Gets rid of Wasp, which is good for us. Final turn. I think. What would we do here? I think I'm gonna go Gore Stormbreaker. If they have Shang, they have Shang, right? Gambit takes out. Ooh, Jane. So we have Gore here. Stormbreaker. Hydra Ball moves. They snapped. Hydra Ball moves back. And we win the game. Wow.
Victory.
Wow. The snap. The snap broke them there. Oh my goodness. If they didn't snap, they would have won the game. Wow. I almost ate my microphone. Oh my goodness. Let's go. Let's go. So we have a snap. So I'm assuming they're destroyed if they're snapping on turn 1 and he has Wolverine as his avatar. Korg. Korg on turn 1. So we got King Eitri. Let's go ahead and put him down. I think we can put down Yellow Jacket and King Eitri. Electra. Interesting. Start tower. I think we go ahead and play Thor. And we can activate King Eitri.
Face the might of Asgard.
We play Thor as well.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
Interesting. We get a rock. Isn't that crazy? Let's go Beta Ray Bill in the middle. They go Wong. We could go Mobius. Rocket.
Are ye worthy?
All systems go.
All right. This sucks. Do we go Misery here? Yes, let's go.
Victory.
And they snapped on turn 1. Oh my goodness. Wow, let's go. I was afraid. I was really afraid, but we're able to get the done. All right, that is it for this video. I know King Eitri might not be meta defining or meta breaking, but it is a decent card. This deck did give me some very sneaky wins, but I think it's more because of the Misery thing eating the hammers than anything. I think Misery is the key piece compared to King Eitri, but he does help out the deck a ton, right? So let me know, what did you think about Deadpool's Diner? Did you get King Eitri? Is this a card that you don't care about or don't care about seeing this? It probably won't be in the spotlights for another like 6 months or something, but that's a different story. Let me know down in the comments. Till next time, be safe, keep on snapping, and peace.